It's me, it's Something Twisted. I'm actually back. I'm going to start making more videos like I told you and everybody else on my Instagram. Anyways, this is going to be my look for today. It is a Psychobilly look. It's lime green with black, some false eyelashes. I know it's a little hard to see. Like I said, I'm still recording from my cell phone, so bear with me. As you can see the background, I'm in my wife's shop. But, yes, this is the look. I did half of it so you guys can see, and I'm going to do the other half so you can see what I'm using. I'm going to use, actually, the 120 colors from BHC. I love their palettes. I love their makeup. I use a lot of their stuff, and I also use it on my clients. Their colors are true to color. They have all kind of colors. It comes in little pieces. Well, the very first one, it comes in pieces. I'm actually going to be using this lime green and this yellow. The yellow is going to go actually in the inner lid. I know it's kind of hard to tell, but I like the way it blends. And then I'm going to use this green on the outside. And, this black right here as well. That's the black. I know, can you tell the colors that I use a lot? That's the black I'm going to be using, and see, that's the lime green. It has all kinds of cool colors on it. That's why I love these palettes. So, basically what I'm going to do right now is, I like to use, I usually use primers, but when I use a dark, I'm sorry, not dark. When I use bright colors, I like to use a white eyeshadow base. And the white eyeshadow base that I like to use is the one that I get is from NYX. I have Ulta here, and I love NYX brand. They're cruelty free as well. So this is the NYX eyeshadow base. Well, they don't have names on them, but this is the ESB white. When you open it, it's a little dirty because I use it a lot. It's a little container. It's like a cream gel. So this, and get one of my basic little brushes. Just basically what you do is just scoop it out. It's almost like a painting on your eyeshadow. And I know, I have to have it close up. What I do is I like to put it on my lid. So it looks kind of funky, I know. But it actually works like super, super good, and it brings out the colors, and I like them to like pop, and I like them to brighten out a lot. With BHC Cosmetics, it's actually bhccosmetics.com. With their shadows, you don't need a base because their pigment is like really, really good. But the way I like to do my makeup, I like for it to stand out. Basically what I do is I just go all the way around. If I have to use my finger, I use my finger. I don't use my finger on clients, but I do use my finger on myself. So that didn't come out right. But yeah, just blend it in a little bit. And that's basically how it comes on. I just want to give you guys a heads up. My eyes water a lot, so bear with me. I've always had really bad eyes when they water, so after that, that's how it looks like. Okay, so you've already done that. You already smudged it in, and that's basically how it looks like. What I like to do sometimes as well is I usually put a little bit of mascara. I don't put too much because it's easier for me. A lot of people do it different. They put their makeup on first, and then they put their mascara on last. I like to put my mascara on first because it's easier for me because I'm really messy when it comes to my mascara. I use Maybelline Stiletto. It's awesome makeup. It's almost like Lancome. I don't put too much because when I wear false lashes, I don't really need it. I just wanted like a base. And just a smudge, like I said, you don't need too much. See? That's all I do. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab a brush. This is like a small blender brush. I don't use it as a blender. I just use it as like an all shadow brush. This one's from Sonia. I know I never pronounce her last name right. Sonia Kushuk, I think. Sorry, I know I butchered the name. So remember that color I told you I was going to use, that bright, that lime green? which is this color. That's the color I'm using right now. So dab it, and you're gonna put this all around. Usually when I do the base part like this, when I put the shadow, this is my first color of my shadow, I don't do it really perfect because I do end up fixing it. But just put it on the bottom of your whole entire lid. Don't go out too much because you don't want it to go all the way to the top. I don't like it personally. It doesn't look right to me when you go all the way to your shadow all the way to the brow. I see a lot of people do it, and ladies, I'm sorry, do not do that. Remember that yellow color that I also showed you that we're going to do? This one? That's the color I'm doing in the inside of the corner. See, it's kind of hard to tell, but in a way you can tell. You can tell the lime green, and you can tell the yellow. Basically what I'm doing is it's pretty much light to like brighter. I'm doing yellow, and then I'm doing that green, and also you're also going to use, like I said, it's a big piece. It's 120 colors. It's awesome. I only pay like $15 for this. What I'm basically doing is I am using this green color. So that green color I'm using right here on the back outer corner. As you can tell, see how it gives you that darker lime green color? So now that you're done with that, this is a crease brush. I actually got this at Target. It's from e.l.f. It's $3. Super cheap. Like I told you guys before, I like to do, I call myself a makeup artist on a budget. Only because I know a lot of people like to use MAC and stuff. Personally, I don't like to use MAC. I try to use a lot of products that are cruelty-free. So I know not all the time I'll be able to find something that I like, but majority of the time I do find something that I like. And BHC is one of those brands that are cruelty-free, and they have everything on their website, to gel eyeliners, glitters, brushes, brush sets. They have all kinds of cool stuff. You need to go check out their stuff. But basically with this blender brush, crease brush, it's a crease brush, but it's a blender brush as well. What I like to do is just basically just blend that sharp color on the top, that color, and you're just blending it into your skin. As I told you, when I put that first color down, it's not that big of a deal when it's really sloppy because you're basically just touching it up this way. So that's what you're going to do. And my next step is, I like to use like a little black small eyeliner in the corner. You don't have to, but I do. It's easier for me. I just put a little bit on my waterline, and I bring it up just a tad bit like a cat eye because it's easier for me to guide myself that way for my liner. This one is from L'Oreal. This is the Extra Intense liquid eye pencil. It's cool. It's really good. It sticks. You have to work with it a little bit quick because, like it says, it's a liquid like eyeliner. So, and it has a smudger on the end of it. So I like it. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to get a smaller brush, also from Sonia. I'm just going to call her Sonia K. That's what I'm going to call her. This is basically a little tiny brow brush. But I don't use it as a brow brush because I have my own eyebrow brush. But I use it like for the tiny creases. And remember how I told you I'm going to use that black color, which I use a lot? That black color is going to go right here where this green is, where this black is. This is going in your crease. So, you get a little bit. And what you're basically doing is you're lining your crease. And where that little liner was that we put on with the pencil. And that's how it looks like. You're not going to go all the way up. What you're just doing is you're just making that little dark gray tint. Then after that, what I like to do is get a different type of blend. It's another blender brush. I have a lot of these brushes, you guys, so This is another blender brush, and what I like to do is I just like to smudge it in to my crease. So basically what you're doing is you're blending over that black harsh line, and you're blending it outwards because you don't want to keep it that dark. You don't want it, basically you don't want it to look like a line. So I'm just blending it through. See, that's how it looks like so far. See, that's how it looks like. So now that what I'm doing, now you can slowly see how it's starting to look like my left side. And what I do is, remember that same first brush that I used the first time to put my first base colors? That's what I'm doing right now. I'm just making the color, I'm just blending that black part in right here. I'm sorry if you can hear my music in the background. I'm listening to Pandora on my tablet. And see, there's that black crease. Now, what I like to use is a gel liner because my eyes, like I told you guys, my eyes water a lot. So what I'm going to do is I use the Maybelline gel liner. It's the Eye Studios. This one is a charcoal carbon. I usually use a black, but I ran out. So what I'm doing is I'm using this one. And it's cool because when you get this, it comes in a little case, and it also comes with this little brush. It's supposed to be a liner brush. I use it as well. Or you can go on e.l.f. brand, which they sell at Target, and they sell these awesome brushes too. And these are also liner brushes. So basically, that's how it looks like when it's open. You get your little brush. And now I'm going to do my inner line. I use two different kinds. Normally I just use the BHC liquid eyeliner, which is really cool. Which is awesome because what it is, it's like a felt tip pen. Mine I would show you and I would use it, but I ran out of it. I have to order mine. I have to order more. I have an empty one somewhere and I'll show you in a second. But yeah, I usually use that because it's awesome. It's just like a Sharpie as eyeliner, and my eyes really don't smudge it as much, so it's kind of cool. So basically that's what you're doing right now is you're just putting on your liner. And you're going to put your liner just to this tip right here. Okay, see, I just did all the way to her. To the corner right there. This is the BHC liquid liner that I just told you about. It's from BHC. It's cool because see, it looks like a little Sharpie. It's not as bright, so I can't use it, but it's really, really awesome, and it's easy. I don't know if it'll work. Let me see if I can try using it. Yeah, it's not working that good with my wingtip, but and basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to finish off my cat eye. I will do a tutorial probably later on today, and I will put it up. I get a lot of people that ask me how I do a cat eye. It's easier to show you when I have no makeup, so right now it's going to be a little bit harder to see. But basically what I'm doing is I'm just extending my cat eye with a liquid liner. This one is more of a brush style, and I really don't like them because they smudge a lot easier and faster. That's why I don't really like using these ones. I don't even know what brand this one is because I used it out so much that there's like no title on it. I think it's L'Oreal, I'm not sure. But it's like a little brush. See, I don't like it. Because when you're making a line, and you're making a, like, if you try making like a cat eyeliner, you see how it smudges, and it's not that difficult using it because you just basically, you're just using the tip of it. But it's just a pain. But that's my fast cat eye line. And now what I'm going to do is when I do my Psychobilly look, I like to put that black eyeliner on the bottom. But first, I'm going to put a little bit of that green that I use on my top lid on my bottom waterline. Be careful not to poke your eyeball, because I do that all the time and it hurts. Like I said, my eyes water a lot, so if I start using a napkin, or I'm sorry, a Kleenex to wipe my eyes, that's why. This is why I put that base on top, that white base liner on the top and around on the bottom of my eye, because I wanted it to pop out just a little more like this. Okay. And my eyeballs are watering. I'm sorry. Okay. And that's how it looks like so far. I'm going to get my